It's the Burner, man. Back with Burner Talk. As you seen by the thumbnail and title, we're going to be talking about James Harden and Daryl Morey. Them two have been having a full-out feud all morning on Twitter and on Instagram. And we're going to get to the bottom of it and see who is right and wrong in this situation. But before we get into that, if you guys could, I am a new channel. If you guys could hit that thumbs up, like button, it will be greatly appreciated. It really help me out and help me grow. And if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe. But like I said, if you guys should already know who James Harden is a generational talent, a top 75 player to ever play the game of basketball, and a future Hall of Famer. But a lot of people don't know who Daryl Morey is. We probably wouldn't have seen James Harden blossom in front of our eyes without Daryl Morey. By that I mean he's the guy that brought James Harden to the Houston Rockets because he was the president at that time. He took that chance on him and said, you know what, you're gonna be our guy. I feel like you're that type of player. So he brought James Harden to Houston, and the rest is history. And he's also the one who brought James Harden to Philadelphia, as he's the president of Philadelphia right now. So these two have a ongoing relationship of probably about 8 years, bro. So at this point, they should probably be family, really, because James Harden's probably made 300 million with this guy. So it should be a little bit different than your strictly business type of relationship. But all that changed this morning as James Harden said this about Daryl Morey. Let me show y'all this.
Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of. Let me say that again. Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of. Daryl Morey.
Just in case you couldn't hear that, he pretty much said Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he is with. So, with that being said, we also have this from 2020. Chris Paul says Daryl Morey lied to him. He told me a couple days before the trade that I wouldn't be traded to the Thunder. Then we have this from Woj right here. Disgruntled Harden called 76ers president Morey a liar. And this is what Kyrie had to say about it. Is he disgruntled, Adrian, or is he holding Daryl Morey accountable for his dishonesty and lack of transparency throughout the contract negotiation process this summer? Then we have this from Morey right here. Sources. Daryl Morey is unmoved by James's comments. He is holding firm in his stance that he will not trade him unless it makes the Sixers a better team. Meanwhile, I'm told James' agent advised him against making that statement. And we also have this right here. The Sixers want draft picks and an elite player in a trade for James Harden. Let the burner talk. First off, I did put out a video, was it yesterday or the day before, about James Harden and how I felt like he didn't deserve a max contract or any of them type things, and I was kind of bashing James Harden, so because I didn't know the whole situation. So as a man, I have to admit when I'm wrong, and I have to apologize to James Harden because, like I said, I didn't know your whole situation on what was promised, what wasn't promised. So as a man, I'm sorry. But knowing what we know now, it's pretty much this. Pretty much probably last season, Morey probably came to James Harden and was like, you know what, we can't get the deal done right now, but you know what, we're gonna give you a max contract this summer. This summer I'm talking about right now, 2023. We're gonna give you a max deal next summer, so you don't have to worry about anything. You're gonna be paid. You're gonna be, you know, I always got you. I've always looked out for you, so you don't have to worry about anything. Now, fast forward to 2023, and I'm not. I can't promise you a max deal, Harden, bro. I can't do that for you. But what I can do for you, you can sign this 35 mil for this year, and we'll trade you to the team that you want to go to. Since I can't give you that contract, we just don't have the money. I bet I'm gonna sign this 35, 40 mil that you guys gave me. Boom. Then he signs the contract. They try to come up with some deals for the Clippers. Clippers aren't budging. Nah, we don't like that. So the 76ers come back to Harden, and we tried to trade you, bro. They wasn't going for it. We couldn't find a immediate place to trade you. So, yeah, man, you're just going to have to stay with the team, man. If I'm Harden, I'm like, what? Y'all have been lying to me since last summer, probably. You can't get a deal done. I done signed this contract. I look like the bad guy because you won't get a deal done. Now you're telling me after all the lies I got to stay here when I already told you I didn't want to stay here. How am I wrong? A lot of stuff gets swept under the rugs when it comes to owners and presidents telling you something. You know, we're gonna promise you this, we're gonna promise you that. Then they don't give it to you, end up trading you or doing this and that. Then what do we call it? Hey, I just lied to you, but hey, it's just business. It's part of the business. We gotta normalize holding people accountable. In the real world, our word is our bond, is it not? When somebody tells us something, we, especially as a man, when somebody tells you something, you expect for them to do that, right? Not in the NBA world, in the business world, which I don't agree with a lot of the times, bro. Just keep it straight cut with me. You know, if you felt like I'm on the decline and I'm not worth a max deal, you should have told me that from the jump, you know? Not tell me what I wanted to hear so you could keep me one more year and just, we'll try to cross that bridge when it gets there. No, you should have told me from day one. So I got to side with Harden on this one for y'all not keeping it real with me. You know what I'm saying? Then you trying to act like this is the NFL. This is not the NFL. This is the NBA. This is a players' league. If I don't want to play, I'm not going to play. In the NFL, they got to play. They ain't got no guaranteed contracts. They ain't got to do none of that. That's more like a master league. So this is a different league, bro. So if he's not going to play, you got to trade for what you're going to trade him for. Nobody's going to give you, at this point, nobody's going to give you an elite player for James Harden at this point in his career. Like I said, he's a generational talent, but he's on the downslide. Nobody's giving you an elite player at this point, bro. Even in the sign and trade, which he's probably not going to sign and trade because he's probably done with y'all. He's probably not going to help you guys out at all. But even if he did, nobody's giving you an elite player to have you in championship contention for James Harden. You got to sell that man for a bag of Skittles at this point because you're not going to get anything out of it. You really think that man's going to show up to training camp? We're talking about a superstar. A role player might show up to the training camp, but a superstar, bro, I make more on my Adidas contract than my regular contract. I don't need to show up. I'm good. That's probably what James Harden is saying. I'm good. I'm not showing up, gang. I got enough money. I'm good. So you might as well trade me because if you don't trade me, I'm walking next season anyway. Now you got nothing. Now I'm not the only one walking. Now you got nothing. Now Joel Embiid is going to be walking too. He's probably going to walk anyway after this situation. So he's probably going to walk. And you know who else is probably going to walk? Daryl Morey, because they're probably going to walk your ass on up out the building for lying and messing up their franchise because you're going to set them back. We already know Embiid is tired of trusting the process. You've seen what he's been saying, the little cryptic things he's been saying in interviews. So now you're setting everybody back because you wanted to lie and thought it wouldn't come back and bite you in the ass. But in actuality, it did. So I got to side with James Harden on this one. Like I said, man, my apologies to you, Beard. I was totally wrong. Didn't know the whole situation. But I got to go with him on this one. But I could be wrong. I could be. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Is James Harden right? Is he just being a crybaby? He did sign the contract. Should he abide by the contract since he signed it? Y'all let me know all this in the comment section. Again, don't forget to like up the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And y'all already know who it is. Burn up.